What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to be taking a quick road trip in my 340i. Just want to talk to you guys about how this car does on road trips, how everything, kind of sits on the highway, what a cruise is like. Just kind of take you along for the journey. I haven't taken this car on any sort of road trip yet, so this is my first kind of endeavor in doing so, and I'm interested to see how it'll be. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. As you can see, I already have my GoPro set up on the sunroof there, so we'll be able to get some better angles while we're driving. I think the overall journey is going to be around 110 miles. Nothing too crazy, around 2 hours. But it'll be a nice test to see how this car performs and just see how everything kind of functions. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and start it up. Okay, we are on the way. Like I said, it's going to be about a 110-mile journey. Nothing too crazy in the grand scheme of road trips, but I'm really excited to kind of drive this car for a longer period of time here. So for the 340, because I have the 6-speed manual, I'm actually very interested to see kind of what the cruising speed is in 6th gear. At highway speeds. Obviously I've taken it up to highway speeds before, but it'll be interesting to see how that kind of affects the gas mileage, because what I have noticed so far is that it sits kind of high at 6. It sits kind of in between 2,000 and 3,000 RPM. And so, I bet if I had the 8-speed auto, it would definitely sit lower, because obviously there's more gears to go through. Now, would I trade the 8-speed auto maybe in slightly better fuel economy for the manual? Absolutely not. Don't get me wrong, the 8-speed is a tremendous transmission, but for everyday driving and everything like that, it's very, very useful. But the 6-speed manual is just the ultimate transmission for this car, in my opinion, obviously. And you can hear that it's the auto rev matching downshift there. I've really grown to love that feature. About the auto rev matching when I downshift, I think that's one of the best features of these new manual transmissions that you can have, honestly. It's just tremendous how easy it makes everything. I don't mind the fact that you really have to, go into Sport Plus and disable traction control to disable it, because it's such a useful feature in and of itself that I just don't see a need why you would want to disable it. I have my summer tires on. Obviously, these are the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires. They're a dedicated summer tire. From my research on them, it certainly sounds like, obviously this parallels the experience I'm about to say, but they're quite noisy. And like I said, other people have mentioned that as well. They're definitely not the most quiet tire in the world. They are a dedicated summer tire, like I said, so that is kind of to be expected. I do kind of wish they were a little bit quieter. Now, the 3 Series, as a whole, isn't the most isolated experience as, say, a 5 or a 7 Series, something like that. I found that, in my time spent in the A8 that I have, in the videos before on the highway and stuff like that, that thing is uber quiet. And it's not just down to the tires that it has on, it's just an insanely quiet, secluded. You just feel like there's just a ton of sound deadening in that car and stuff like that. Also, some updated impressions on the clutch stop that I had installed. I really like it. I actually really wasn't sure how much I would like it when I first installed it. I like having, such a short throw with the clutch pedal, especially on the first couple tries with getting the car going. It really was lurchy. As soon as I would lift my foot off the clutch, it would the car would go, you would have no sort of play whatsoever to kind of modulate anything. So like I said, I got a bit used to it, and I actually don't mind it as much now, and I do, really like it. So I would recommend the product if you have, an F30 with the manual or something like that. It's just a good mod to do it, and I will say it's absolutely better than stock, no matter how many discs you have in the respective clutch stop. It's just way better. So the fuel economy for this car is 20 city, 28 highway or something like that. I've been averaging around 25, you know, combined, and kind of mixed city, mostly city, kind of highway driving, which is better than my S4, which was, you know, 18 city, 25 highway, something like that. So this does get better fuel economy. Gas station is up here, so we'll go ahead and check that out in a second here. Okay, we're at the gas station now. Let's go ahead and fill up. Let's go and see how much it takes. I had about a quarter tank left, so we'll go ahead and fill it up all the way and see what it gets to. 12 gallons, not too bad. Go ahead and take this out. Full tank, let's see what we got. How many miles? 448, not bad. Guys, as you can see, we're probably running out of daylight here, so unfortunately I probably won't be able to film the rest of the drive here, but I'll keep you guys updated at the end and the conclusion and kind of give you some final thoughts, so stay tuned. Well guys, you join me back at home here. It's about a couple days later after the road trip. I've had some time to kind of gather some data and reflect upon how the trip was with the car. Overall, I'm really happy with how the car performed. It was really comfortable, got great fuel economy, and it was just a blast to drive as well. So as I said during the drive portion of the video, the car got about 30 miles per gallon on the highway, which is amazing. I was really impressed with, you know, kind of how comfortable it was. The ride quality was great. I actually put the car in Eco Pro mode. So if we go in here, and I'll show you the drive modes. So if we go down to the drive mode selector here, you can see, we'll go to Eco Pro. And this is the mode I had it in on the highway. You can see you can configure it to have a speed warning, climate control for the air conditioning for a more fuel efficient setting. You can see you have various different displays here that shows your fuel economy and the power supply to the rear wheels. As you can see, since my trip, I went back to kind of mixed city highway driving, so it's back down to 26 miles per gallon, which is really good. But like I did say, it did get up to 30 on the long stretches of highways, so that's really great. And also, if you go into Eco Pro, it changes the display to a charge power display, and that alters based on your throttle input. And it also gives you, I guess that's sort of an estimate of how much fuel you saved based on being in the Eco Pro mode. Not sure how accurate that is, but it is kind of fun to see how high you can get that number. Overall, guys, I don't really have too much else to report. The car was great. The trip was really fun. I would recommend this car to absolutely anyone. For a road trip, for a sports sedan, whatever it is, you guys know how I feel about this car. If you guys enjoyed, please be sure to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe. Leave a comment as to what your favorite car would be on a road trip. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.